In this video, I'm going to help you and guide you to get the Planter of Plenty fast. I'll show you the method I use to get it quickly. I won't talk about every possible way to get the materials, only the most effective ones. Let's get started. 100 trillion honey. There's not much to say about this one. If you're a decent blue or red hive, you'll usually make 100 trillion honey quite easily, especially during bees moths and honey day events, so honey wasn't a problem for me. 500 sprouts. Unfortunately, there's no amazing trick to farm a lot of sprouts, except using macros, especially bug run macros. Make sure to activate memory match during your macro sessions. It's a good way to get extra sprouts. You can buy sprouts with tickets, but I don't recommend it, even if you have a lot. If you're endgame, you probably already have most of the sprout needed. 100 super smoothies. This is where it starts to get harder. There are 3 main ways to get 100 super smoothies. The Beesmas catalog. You can buy 50 super smoothies for 500 gingerbread bears. It's a great method, but you can only do it once per Beesmas, so you'll still need 50 more. Using planters in specific fields, planter in some field can give you super smoothies, caustic wax, and swirled wax when you plant there. This method takes time, and other YouTubers have already made full guides on this, so I won't go into detail. Crafting. One of the most effective ways is crafting. But how do you get enough materials to craft that much? That's what I'll explain next. As you might expect, the most effective ways for getting materials is puff shrooms. Let me show you the exact strategy I use to farm tons of puff shrooms in Speedrun, the Planter of Plenty. Requirements: you must be at least a level 20 hive. If you have some level 21 bees, even better. Puff parties with high-level planters usually don't accept players under level 20. You can be any hive color. I was blue personally. You must have at least one endgame planter, petal, hydroponic, or heat-treated. If you're level 20, you should at least have the petal planter. The more planters you have, the better this method works. You need a good Discord server to find puff shrooms. I recommend joining the Puff Shroom dealership. In my opinion, it's the best server to find high-level puff shrooms fast. And last, you need to macro 24/7. That's super important. How to spam puff shrooms efficiently. Every morning, I manually planted my planters. Then I launched my macro. At the end of the day, I checked if any planter was smoking. Heat-treated and hydroponic have a 1/6 chance to smoke. Petal has a 1/5 chance. That means you have about a 44% chance that at least one of your planters will be smoking. If one of them is smoking, go do a puff party in the server of your choice as fast as you can. Then before going to sleep, replant your planters and repeat every day. From puff shrooms, you'll get lots of neon berries, most of the materials needed to craft super smoothies and waxes, and even drops of swirled wax, caustic wax, and sometimes turpentine. And finally, I advise you start by crafting super smoothies, swirled wax, and caustic wax. Once you have 100 of each, then use the extra materials to craft turpentine. But keep in mind, crafting turpentine is not the recommended method. It's way too expensive and should only be done if you have extra mats. And this is how I got the Planter of Plenty. Thanks for watching.